Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people? Okay, this story comes out in Prairie View, Texas. I'm giving you a little reminder about the story in reference to Sandra Bland, just in case you forgot, because it's been 2 days later. And here's a look back at Sandra Bland's case. Now, it has been 2 years since Sandra Bland died. The Prairie View A&M graduate was due to start a temporary job as a summer program associate at the school when she was pulled over for failing to signal a lane change. Days later, the 28-year-old was dead, setting into a motion of a long, emotional charged journey for answers and the Bland family and the Prairie View committee. Now, July 10th, 2015, DPS Trooper Brian pulled over Sandra Bland and took her into custody on accusing she assaulted him during her intake interview. Now, Bland told officers she attempted that she attempted suicide after the loss of her baby 2 years before. Now, July 13, 2017, after refusing breakfast at 6:30 a.m., Bland requested to make a phone call from her cell, but no calls was made. Around 9 a.m., Bland was found hanging in her cell, allegedly after she fashioned a noose with a plastic bag lining. Officers promised to make sure to change, stone will go on, no stone will go unturned. That's what the investigator said. Now, July 14, 2015, more than 100 protesters marched from Overland County Jail to the courthouse to demand investigation into Bland's death. July 20th, 2015, officials released a jailhouse footage in Bland's case. July 21st, 2015, dash cam video released from Bland's arrest shows how the traffic stop escalated into a shouting confrontation between her and the officer. Now, her last day, a memorial was held for Bland on the campus on Prairie View at A&M University. July 22nd, 2015, glitches recorded at the 25 and 26-minute mark of the dash cam video led to people to question whether the video had been edited. DPS said in a statement that the video had not been altered. Officials said that they request the FBI to examine the video to ensure its integrity. Now, July 23rd, 2015, Bland had no defensive injuries on her hand that would indicate a struggle, according to autopsy injuries of her wrists, and consistent with the struggle while she was on handcuffs. And the medical examiner said the marks on Bland's neck was consistent with suicide. In a 2-page inspection report, Texas Commission on Jail Standards found a Waller County Jail did not make timely inmate checks. July 27, 2015, prosecutor named a committee to review the Bland case. August 4, 2015, a federal lawsuit was filed against the trooper by the family of Sandra Bland. September 22, 2015, Prairie View City Council voted a name of city street after Bland. December 11, 2015, grand jury began to consider charges in Bland's death. December 17, 2015, Bland's family filed a wrongful death suit against Waller County DPS and the trooper. December 21st, 2015, a grand jury refused to indict anyone in connection with Sandra Bland's death. July 7, 2016, The trooper indicted in perjury charges and fired by DPS. An officer turned himself into jail where Bland died after her arrest. March the 2nd, 2016, a DPS uphold a decision to fire the officer. On March 22nd, 2016, the officer pleaded not guilty to perjury. The Rep. Garnet Coleman introduced the Sandra Bland bill in Austin. September 15, 2016, Bland family civil suit settled for $1.9 million. July 2017, which is last month, perjury charges dropped against the officer who agreed to permanently surrender his TCO license. And the mother of Sandra Bland talks life after her daughter's death and moved to Waller County to try to help other people in reference to the situation. And I'm going to share this video with you right now. Check this out.
The story of Sandra Bland has come to an end. The civil lawsuit is settled, and the charge against the trooper who arrested Bland here on this road 2 years ago was dropped. But Sandra Bland's mother is here in Waller County for good. She tells me she has lots of work to do fighting against racial injustice.
Now, this is what I have left of Sandy.
Geneva Reedville opens a cardboard box from the Waller County Jail.
This was her sundress. And this was what she changed into the orange garb in Waller County.
Her daughter Sandra Bland's last belongings.
It's surreal. And to be on Sandra Bland Parkway, named Sandra Bland Parkway because she's no longer here, and to have this here dress, remembering how it fit her, remembering seeing her sashay with it, it's a little difficult, but it's a kind of closure.
Also in the box, a traffic citation issued by Trooper Brian Encinia for driving with an invalid Texas license. Bland did have one expired Texas driver's license and also an Illinois license that would have expired in 2018. 2 years ago this week, Encinia pulled Bland over in a traffic stop that would start a life-changing sequence of events.
Get out of the car! And I will light you up. Get out!
Wow.
Now!
Bland was taken to jail on suspicion of assaulting an officer and was later found dead in the Waller County Jail. The medical examiner ruled her death a suicide, a finding Reedville still disputes. A grand jury indicted Trooper Encinia on a misdemeanor perjury charge, a charge that was dismissed recently. In exchange, Encinia permanently surrendered his law enforcement license.
And I am now here. I'm on a mission.
What's your mission?
It is to help the next mom who gets that call understand you can talk, you can speak.
And Reedville is in the process of locating Bland's cell phone. She said that was not included in the box she received from the Waller County Jail. Trooper Encinia did not agree to be interviewed as a part of this
To think
story.
all of this started from a traffic stop, you know, and he can't practice being a cop ever again. So all I can say is rest in peace, Sandra Bland. Rest in peace. And to your family and stuff, you're in my prayers and stuff. And it's definitely to the mother who grieves her child. You're in my prayers. I love your feedback on this. I want you to know I love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Catch the rave.